Beau Hannam guitars. In this episode, I'm going to be showing you how to successfully fit the last back binding. So this is glued up to here. Just knock off the excess. So you just want to get whatever bits of wood and combinations of wood. So, I stabbed myself with a pencil. So this is on the same plane as the bottom of the binding. And that is because we just have to pare this back. You're not going to be able to see it because this is ebony and it's just all black, but so just get it really close. I usually do a 45-degree angle on bindings. There's just more gluing surface and it's just not a straight, oops, my drawing's off camera. So I normally do a 45-degree scarf joint, I guess it's called, I don't know what it's called, 45-degree butt joint. A straight butt joint's like that. I don't know, it works. I just find this bit more gluing area, and it's probably a touch easier to fit. And I don't like doing, so just say this is your center line. No, just say this is your center line on the back. If you put that center line, the center line or butt joint of the bindings right on the center line, I just think that's a bad idea. So just offset it either side. But sometimes the center line on a scarf joint is kind of in the middle of the scarf joint. That is my tip for you. Just using the reflection of on the back of the chisel. Ebony can be crumbly, so just watch out for that. This is all hidden by the the neck and the heel cap, so it's not as important, because you can fill, like if it crumbles on the bottom, you can fill it up and it's covered completely and it just doesn't matter. But on the other end, you just make sure you get a nice clean cut. And if it's a crumbly bit of ebony, then use a sanding stick. So you can see kind of but I'm just squishing this in here and just seeing where it is there. So I've got just a tiny bit more to go, and it's just, you can see it slipping down this way. If I wanted to, and if I had a crumbly bit of wood or not, I could just use a sanding stick. Use a nicer one. My sanding stick. And I'll just pop that up there. And I do this, one if it's crumbling or if I've just got a tiny bit to go. Which I kind of do now anyway. Okay. I usually give this just a little bit more sanding because I'd rather a tiny gap here than it being slightly too long and it's sort of pushing up here. So if this is, you know, too long here, you've got a gap here. So that's done. Can't really do this one-handed. So that is fitting really nicely. And now I just have to move this 1 second. So you just squish whatever glue you're using in. Okay, so it is the next day, and I'm just taking all this off to reveal what I showed you before. So it's all still very messy. There, the join. About as good as it gets. just cleaning the excess off, and then lovely. That black, white, black is a touch off the miter. This one. That is pretty easily fixable. Sometimes when you join two miters, that are, you know, this tall, and you know they're 45. I can't quite do it with my hands. But then you plane them down like that, and the perfect miter joint, you know, loses half its height, and suddenly it's just off a tiny bit. But remember, you only have to fix the white. Do that by clipping off the tip, the point of the white which goes too far. And then just add a bit of ebony dust. You can actually just use the dust that's already around it. Go. And so I will just go around the rest of the instrument. Do the same thing. It's usually a good idea to check if it's seated down all the way before you take it down like this. If it's a small gap, you just fill it up with ebony dust. If you're not using ebony bindings, then you've got to do a better job, because ebony is forgiving that way, being all black. And any gaps, you know, between here and here, There's some small little ones, which is totally normal. Every single instrument I've ever made, which is about 100 for myself, and then at Gelée Guitars I was a part of like 250 guitars making them. 4 of us, 3-4 of us made them. Yeah, every single one just needed a little touch up, so it's not a kind of a thing that's a problem or something has gone wrong. It's just, you know, it's the job. There's a difference. So yeah, you just go around and detail everything and then move on to whatever else. In this case, I have to do this on the side to complete the bevel, and then I have to bevel it with this. But that's another video. Hope you enjoyed that. Please subscribe.